got set up for our quarter-final. It is the iconic stage of El Condor. And let's find out with my co-commentator Seb Scott, who's first up to shoot out.
Hi everybody, ready for the quarter-final. We are head-to-head with our teammate with Yates, so on the WRC head game. So let's play in and let's see what we are able to do.
Well, let's see what they are able to do then, Seb. How do you think this one's going to shape up?
I have absolutely no idea. It's game on. I think advantage to Reese from qualifying. Adrian just scraped through in qualifying, as we saw. But right now, they're neck and neck. Reese, I don't know if he's still got the L plates on the back of his seat, but doesn't look like he's a learner right now, does it?
No, I think he was just trying to lull everyone into a false sense of security, putting the L plates on the back. It was a really strong start. He just edged over Fourmaux right at the start, but it is pretty close right now between the both of them. And, you know, they've both got a nice bit of experience behind them in real life, and I'm sure they have been practicing quite a bit on the game as well.
Yeah, I mean, Reese has got the advantage there as well, because Adrian right now, he's helping out his sponsor in France, because delivery drivers are overwhelmed right now with what's going on at home. Adrian's helping his sponsor out being a delivery driver, so he's getting some practice in driving there as well, you could say, but Reese has got all the time to dedicate to putting all the mileage in on WRC8 right now.
No, he certainly has, and it's great to see these teammates in WRC2 alongside each other here in the game as well. Reese Yates already has shown us he's the cheeky chappy of the service park. It was fantastic to see him in action in Sweden, and we'll see him on a number of events this year on the calendar when things get back up and running.
Looks like Reese has just got a bit of a margin now over Adrian, and from the looks of it, Reese just seems to have a bit more confidence and finesse, whereas a little bit tail happy and not as much cuts going on with Adrian there.
It is incredibly close though, isn't it? It is Reese that is just ahead at the moment, though you can see them over the famous bridges that make up the El Condor stage. It's very Indiana Jones-esque in its kind of look and feel. The El Condor is probably the most famous stage in the whole WRC. You can debate that in the comments if you want, but everyone from around the world, pretty wide there from Fourmaux.
But no, I mean, I've tried driving this stage actually, you know, almost to get a feel what the guys are up against. It's intimidating, Bex. There's rock face on one side, and you've got this big concrete thing stopping you flying off the edge of a cliff, or if they're not there, you're going to go off the edge of a cliff, so you've got to keep it tight.
It's like a pinball for Fourmaux right now. He's making countless mistakes, unfortunately, losing ground to Yates here.
Yeah, I think these mistakes may cost Adrian the shootout here, because Reese so far, a bit deep there, but so far he's just... Is he keeping it cool though, Bex? Is he pushing as hard as he needs to? Does he know that first he needs to get across the finish line before he starts dreaming of winning this tournament?
Well, yeah, I mean, he did surprise us in qualifying, didn't he? He was second fastest in qualifying, and I think maybe the dark horse of the championship from what we're seeing now. I really did expect Fourmaux to come out of the blocks on a massive charge. He did. They were neck and neck, but a few mistakes from Fourmaux has now seen him backpedaling here, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Reese still is just these hairpins. He manages to tuck the car right round. Okay, maybe not there. Commentator's curse, maybe, but and Adrian does it masterfully. So I give up on predicting what these guys are going to do now, Bex.
It is fantastic to see this game, though. On the fantastic El Condor stage, the reality of it. Oh, Adrian! It is a little bit pinball in sections. He's just getting offline.
Yeah, and we've had a surface change now as well. I don't know if you know, we're on more of a plain gravel. Earlier it was rocks and looked quite almost heavy. Yeah, it's not as
rocky towards the end as they head down, and they're heading down through the El Condor stage. We run it in many different directions, well, up and down over the years. Only two directions really you can run it, but it's definitely Reese who has the huge confidence to be able to set the time that he's doing right now. It is very neat in here, and it's a key thing on any single stage. You have to be neat, but especially on El Condor, it is strewn with rocks. But this final sector now a little bit more wide, A little bit more open, less of the rough stuff.
Yeah, it's quite flat out just looking at it, and Reese has pulled a bit of a gap to Adrian now, so Adrian's either got to hope he can absolutely nail it and for Reese to trip himself up, but Reese is now... almost from Reese there, but just keeps it under control.
Yeah, there was a little two-wheel action from Fourmaux as well. Hopefully his delivery driving skills are not on two wheels, and I'm sure he's a very quick delivery driver. Into the grass then for Fourmaux. It's not gone the way he wanted to, and it is Reese.
That's me done through the quarters. Car felt alright, good feeling with the car. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully it's enough to get me through to the semis, we'll see.
Yeah, it certainly is enough to get you through to the semis, Reese. Great run through the El Condor test then. So he goes through to the semi-finals.
Just a couple of mistakes from Adrian there, and then Reese grazing the wall there. Now we're through to quarter-final 2 with Raul, the junior shootout winner, against old junior rival Roland Poom from Estonia.
So the qualification stage went quite well for me. I'm now competing against Raul Badiu. I know he's really fast in real life and also in eSports. El Condor stage is, I think, one of the most difficult in this game, so let's see how it will go.
There we go, from the horse's mouth. One of the most difficult in the game in totality then, the El Condor test. And they are up against each other. Now, Badiu really had huge success, didn't he, in the junior WRC shootout that we saw previously. He was our winner, our eSports winner there. He qualifies into this game as well. Raul is going to be a tough one to beat here, I think.
Oh, absolutely. He proved to be the man to beat and was not beaten in the junior shootout, and was so successful he actually garnered nationwide attention in Romania, appeared on the national news breakfast show, Bex.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. He's doing well here already. He's got the pace. You compare him to Roland.
Yeah, and Roland, to be fair, I just want to say it's really good to see he had a bit of a hand injury from Sweden after a bit of a nasty crash, but looks like the hand's healed up, and this could be the first time he's been behind the wheel since Sweden, Bex.
Well, yeah, and for the drivers, this is the way to keep themselves fresh now, keep themselves on their game, no pun intended. We are all racing, rallying at home right now, and we hope you're staying safe around the world, and staying in is the main thing. And this is the way for the guys to connect with the sport, and for us to connect with the sport right now through eSports.
Absolutely. We all need to stay at home, but who says you can't have fun at home? And plus these guys, they need to keep the senses and the reactions sharp, and what a way to keep them sharp through
and this stage
WRC
does
8
demand
the game.
it. You can
Absolutely.
see the representation of the stage. I've driven it many times in the fastest car in the world, a higher car, and the rocks are very, very real, people, believe me. This is one of the toughest stages that the drivers face. Those bridges are so narrow, so rickety. Honestly, it is a massive challenge in reality and within the game itself, which just looks so real right now. I feel like I'm there.
You do feel immersed. Like Raul was just blasting through a bridge then, just almost wincing, thinking, no, don't go so fast, because it's so tight.
Breathe in!
And you feel, oh dear. And yeah, you do find yourself almost watching this actually immersed. You don't really want to talk over it.
No, it's exactly the same as watching the footage that you get absolutely on or live. Raul Badiu then playing in his wife's beauty salon room, as it's not being used right now due to everything that's going on in the world. I love that. He's surrounded by hair, makeup and rollers, waxing, but he's focused very much on the test in front of him. He's doing a brilliant job so far. Badiu is looking very strong here, Seb.
Yeah, just edging Roland now. He's not got much of a gap. If he puts a foot wrong, Roland's going to be right there to pounce. And I'm quite impressed with Roland, to be fair. Roland at the start playing himself down, saying, he's not sure how he's going to fare against Raul. Almost billing Raul as an esports driver now. But Roland, to his credit, is keeping up. I'm impressed with Roland.
A little mistake on the bridge there from
he's
from
gone
Raul.
deep again. Oh,
this is
Raul
giving
clipped to Rockface there then.
Yeah, giving Roland now the opportunity to catch up, although we are coming now towards the end of the stage. So Not much time to make a difference if one is going to be made.
Yeah, I think this is where Raul knows from experience as well. He's got the upper hand, that he knows he doesn't have to drive flat out in the quarterfinals. He needs to finish first, and Roland maybe. But Raul, we've seen more mistakes here, I think, than in the whole of the junior tournament, Bex, actually.
Yeah, he was incredibly smooth in the junior championship. That was, the one kind of real character that you could see from him. Oh, another mistake from Raul, straight up onto the grass there. So again, losing some precious time to Roland here.
Yeah, and
Still,
I think it's worth
just
noting
ahead.
as well. I think it's worth to note as well, this time Raul is in an R5 car. In the junior tournament, they were in the front-wheel drive R2 car, much less
Of
power.
course.
Still very difficult to drive, but the R5 car, totally different beast entirely. A lot more closer to a WRC car than an R2 car, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah. Now, it is looking very good then for Badiu here, although, Roland's not too far behind. No more mistakes from Raul are permissible at this point. If he wants to head in to the semis, he needs to keep it straight and true as much as he possibly can.
And so we're past really the last tight corner. It's a bit of a blast now down to the finish line. And we're just waiting for the red boards to come in sight. It looks like Raul has got this wrapped up, but let's not sign that off
You
until
never
he
know.
crosses. He's snaking a bit
some
already.
dramas, didn't we, in the junior esports? There's the red boards for Raul, though, and he has done it. He will go through then to the semi-final. 4:56. Great time on the board then for Raul Badiu, our rapid Romanian.
I think we're on board with Roland now. Maybe just seeing maybe a couple of errors. I think this is so far no mistakes. Similarly here. Oh,
Yeah,
nope, went
it's
deep.
the wide
There we go.
And so easy to do.
Exactly, and it's these small mistakes, Bex, that just add up to that 2-second advantage that Raul had come the redboards.
Okay, let's head into our next quarterfinal now then. It's Solberg against Loubet. This one is going to be fascinating. Solberg obviously fantastic in qualifying. Seb?
Yeah, but Loubet, WRC2 champion from 2019, Bex, you cannot rule him out at all. And so far, they're neck and neck. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this does look absolutely neck and neck. Loubet really did impress in his 2019 season in WRC2 category. Sealing the deal? And is he going to seal the deal here against Solberg, the teenage sensation who has blown us all away with what he's done on the actual stages? And of course, he was our quickest qualifier for the eSports WRC Shootout as well.
I think, as we've seen though, another really big rising star, Fourmaux, was beaten by Yates. So
yeah,
I can't
some
call this one. I really
maybe.
can't call it. It's. I mean, I'd expect Oliver to do well. We've seen a lot on social media. Oliver just behind the wheel in his sim
I don't
rig.
think he's moved. Honestly, I think Pernilla and Petter have just been bringing him his meals at the wheel, because every time I see him on social, that is what he's doing. So I'm expecting him to be pretty fresh here.
Genuinely wouldn't surprise me if he's sleeping in that thing, and even driving behind a computer screen, not in real life, in his sleep, because he's just flawless. Loubet is still there, but Oliver is just nailing every corner.
Yeah, he's starting to pull away now, and the reason he's pulling away is that he's so precise, he's so quick into corners. There's just a massive level of commitment from Solberg's drive.
Absolutely. I mean, in real life it looks great and flamboyant as a French ballet dancer or a Russian ballet dancer having the back end out and having the car squirming everywhere, but you need to get these corners dealt with in a quick fashion to get the power down and start pulling away.
I don't think I've ever heard it compared to ballet dancing before, Seb. That's a first.
I'll try and make a more apt comparison next time, Bex. But that was the first thing that came to mind. If you've got another one,
not sure any
please...
of these guys have got their tutus on right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got any comparisons, guys, in the comments, please let us know. What do these cars look like when they're sideways ploughing through El Condor?
Not like a ballet dancer in my mind, but I'm trying to imagine it. Solberg continuing to pull time away now. The speed has increased. The confidence level is obviously there from him.
Yeah, I think, as we noted in the junior shootout last week, those that are able to pull the speed through the corners, that have almost got the confidence to stay in a higher gear, it tends to pull through on the exit, and Oliver's really pulled a bit of a gap now to Pierre-Louis.
Yeah, he really has. You know, Solberg has kind of burst onto the scene in WRC in such an incredible way. I think everyone has been impressed with him. He was obviously the youngest winner in the ERC championship that has ever been seen. So he made history there. Will he make history within the WRC as well? He's an exciting prospect to watch, but so is... Oh, Loubet! What has happened with Pierre-Louis here?
I think there's just a spin, and because of how the tough nature of El Condor, picked up by a rock face, and as soon as that grabbed it, and again! Oh. I think at the moment it's definitely advantage Solberg.
I was just going to say as well, it's commentator's curse, isn't it? You know, what a talent Loubet is. A brilliant season last year, hugely impressive. Such a consistent driver, delivering brilliant results, so calm behind the wheel.
Definitely, and it's very strange when you look at these guys' faces as well. They're very unassuming compared to their driving styles, I find.
Yeah, no, you're right, absolutely. Oh, it's such a shame for Loubet then. This has not gone his way. It will be, unless Solberg makes a mistake here, it is going to be Solberg's stage.
He's going to have to make a big mistake, Bex. He's got quite a cushion on himself over Loubet right now, and I feel bad for Pierre-Louis. This was a battle maybe you wanted to see as the final and the semi-final, not the quarter-finals, but, you know, I'll take it just as much as the other man.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. A little bit into the grass then for Solberg towards the end of the stage, but it's not going to matter too much at this point because he does have now quite a hefty advantage over Pierre-Louis Loubet.
Yeah, this is quite a big advantage, Bex. The right-hander that we saw Oliver go through seconds ago, Pierre-Louis has only just gone through, and we're saying seconds ago. This is all that is in it. You know, a 5-second win is a big win, even in eSports rallying. So Oliver already over the finish line.
Yeah, Oliver has completed as we wait now for Loubet, and there are the red boards for Pierre-Louis, and confirmation that Oliver Solberg then takes that win and will head into our semi-final.
I think we're going to get the accident here, Bex. Oh,
there it is.
Just kind of gets
and that was Loubet's downfall, sadly.
But this is what happens in a way. It's not that, although people might say it's a computer game, you still get the physics and the nature of the game. You've still got to be on your A game and react to every bump in the road.
It's all about reaction. It is all about reaction within this game. Mine aren't so great on it. That's why I have a bit of a fake name when I play. Okay, our next quarter-final.
Now I will do El Condor. I think it's one of the most difficult stages of the game, but I am well prepared. We will see now.
Okay, Marco Bulacia, then Marquito. As he says, he's well prepared. He is against Ole Christian Veiby, a man with a huge amount of experience under his belt within rallies, within WRC2, WRC3. He's competed in the Asia Pacific Championship as well. Ole Christian's really built up his game over the years and is such a serious contender now. He's in WRC2 with Hyundai Motorsport N this year, whereas Marco Bulacia, 19-year-old and a rising star, certainly. He won the last event in WRC3 in Mexico. That feels like just a few weeks ago. It's a little bit more than that, but that was his first win in the category. Those rocks really catching the drivers out as they kind of jump over them. Ole Christian taking out some of the stage furniture.
It looks like Ole Christian's just edging out Marquito at the moment, Bex. But I think more significant for Ole Christian, specifically for this esports competition, is he is part of an esports team, the Even Management esports team, and you can already see his rig compared to Marquito's just with the corner shots that we've got here. Ole's dedicated to esports. Marquito, I'm not too sure, but from the looks of it, Ole Christian's just got the edge now, although Marquito's just caught up.
Yeah, he has caught up. It's surprising, isn't it? Because Ole Christian did have quite a little bit of a lead, but Marquito seems to be gaining on him. This is going to be a close one. This is looking very good.
Yeah, I think Marquito's actually edging Ollie Christian for the lead
I think
now.
he
Bex.
is. He's obviously
is
picking
exactly
up
what
in
I want.
confidence, isn't he?
Definitely, this is exactly what we want to see as we come down to the bridge. I think Ollie Christian now is leading, so we've swapped for the lead quite a few times already now.
Oh, this is definitely going to be a close finish here. Neither of these drivers can make a single mistake now. They are neck and neck as we plough down the El Condor stage.
They're almost in sync with each other, Bex. You look at both screens and they're almost making identical moves.
I know.
And bringing the rear end back at the same time. It's incredible to see.
Who is going to be the victor of this one? We would like to hear your thoughts on this battle. This is the best one so far in terms of the neck and neckness.
The neck and neckness. That is an adjective I'm going to use.
Oh, it's a mistake from Ollie Christian though.
Oh. It seems advantage Bulacia now.
Yeah, absolutely. Marquito takes the advantage. Can Veiby creep back up though?
I think Ollie Christian's on a charge now, Bex. Looks like it anyway. The car's a bit square. Oh, he's gone deep just off the bridge there. And I think this is the issue with the eSports side. You can very easily overdrive these cars compared to, let's say, in real... I know, nudge there on the bridge from Marquito. I really cannot call this anymore, Bex.
No, I know. It's really too difficult to call. They've both made mistakes now.
And,
but
and this
they
is
are
the thing,
still
the pressure
almost
gets to them.
level here. Yeah, I can't call it, Seb. I really can't. This is fascinating. No. I don't want to talk. I just want to watch.
Exactly, I'm the same. I'm sure everybody watching just telling us, shut up, we're trying to watch this. Please do let us know who your money's on and who you think might win this, because we have absolutely no idea. I think it's fair to say now.
Really not. It's Bulacia against Veiby in the closest fight we have had so far in our eSports tournaments, I would say.
Really nice cut there from Bulacia. Seemed to really get the power down straight away. It's giving him a slight edge. Is that going to be it?
Oh,
Is that
Ollie Christian a little bit high onto the banking there.
Oh, the speed from Marquito through there. And he's just gone a bit wide as well.
Yeah, Marquito with a slight advantage now over Veiby. There was that slight mistake from Veiby going up onto the banking. Could that be the moment where it has been lost for him? It's still really quite tight.
There's a lot of confidence behind the wheel with Marquito. He's really good pushing the limits of the actual stage, going onto the grass and, you know, hoping that he's not going to clip a rock face. Oh,
also love the fact that he's in his racing overall as well. I think that's helping.
I really do like it. I mean, fair play to Ollie Christian as well. He's got the cap and the t-shirt on, but I love it when I see the guys in their overalls behind the wheel. And earlier in qualifying, Raul with the helmet on behind the wheel. That is what I want to see in eSports.
Yeah, I think, well, there we go. It is Bulacia then who takes it. A fantastic win for him. That was a really brilliant pairing. Congratulations to Marquito. Excellent stuff there. Let's have a little replay then from Ollie Christian.
I think just a slight mistake there, bumped too much on the outside. But it wasn't all plain sailing for Marquito, was it?
No, it absolutely wasn't. He also made mistakes along the way as well. It was a bit of a nudge on the bridge from him. But at the end of the day, it is Marquito who takes away the victory in this quarter-final and will go through to the semi.
So, our lineups for the semi-final. We're going to have the Battle of the R's. We've gone from the Battle of the Teammates with Reese and Adrian. It's going to be Reese Yates against Raul Badiu. I'm looking forward to all of these, to be fair. And then we've got Oliver Solberg against Marquito Bulacia. Two very young guys, but incredible amounts of talent. And just really nice guys as well, to be honest, Bex.
Yeah, fantastic. You know, it's been a brilliant quarter-final for our eSports WRC Shootout. Make sure you join us for the semi-finals. Thanks for watching, everyone.